Hello, people. Welcome back to Football Insights, where we talk about football-related issues concerning transfers, and other football matters. So, this is your match preview to the Manchester City Real Madrid game, second leg. It will be a very tough game, especially for Real Madrid. Even though they are the kings of Europe, 14 Champions League, but this game is going to be very tough for Real Madrid. Man City are playing at the Etihad, and this is the record that Manchester City are holding going into this game. They have played 14 games at Etihad for the past 5 years. I'm talking about the Champions League. 14 games, scored 49 goals, conceded just 7 in Etihad. So it's a very tough game for Real Madrid. I won't lie, even though I expect Man City to win, but it's going to be a very tough game for Real Madrid. 5 years Manchester City hasn't lost in Etihad in the Champions League. So the task Real Madrid are up for. And I expect Real Madrid to show up for the occasion. It should be a festival of goals, or it should be a march of goals. So a bit of news about about these two teams. It looks like everybody trained. Quickly, let's check out the squad list for Real Madrid. Thibaut Courtois traveled, Andrew Lewin traveled, Luis Lopez traveled. That is their goalkeepers. The defenders. Carvajal traveled. Eder Militao is back in the squad because he has served his yellow card ban. David Alaba is in the squad. Jesus Vallejo, Nacho Fernandez, Alvaro Odriozola, Lucas Vasquez, Antonio Rudiger. He will start on Wednesday. So look out for Antonio Rudiger. Another second battle between Rudiger and Erling Haaland. Ferland Mendy also traveled with the squad. He is also back from injury. Luka Modric traveled. Toni Kroos also traveled. Camavinga is back in the squad. Thank God he is back in the squad, because if Camavinga missed this game, it will be very difficult for Real Madrid in terms of the left back position. So Camavinga also traveled. Federico Valverde traveled. Aurelien Tchouameni and Dani Ceballos. That is the midfield. And then the attack, Hazard, Benzema, Asensio, Vinicius Junior, Rodrigo, and Mariano Diaz, the Tiger Man, also traveled. So this is the squad list for Real Madrid. A bit of Real Madrid record in Etihad. Real Madrid has played 4 matches in Etihad in the Champions League. They have 2 draws and 2 losses. So it is not a good record for Real Madrid going into the second leg at Etihad in England. So that is it. A bit of news about Manchester City, it looks like Nathan Ake is going to miss this game also. Aside Nathan Ake, it looks like everybody trained. Jack Grealish trained, Phil Foden trained, Julian Alvarez, Erling Haaland, Rico Lewis, all the boys trained. So it looked like they are all fit for the game. Rodri, Ruben Diaz, Manuel Akanji, all the boys trained. So it looked like they all have their full squad except Nathan Ake, which is still a huge blow for them. So yes, this is a bit of news about Manchester City also. So in this game, I don't expect Pep Guardiola to think so much. Pep Guardiola, if there is a need for change, do the changes early. This is your chance to win a treble. This is your chance to cement your position. There are some perception out there about Pep Guardiola that he can't win the Champions League without Messi, Xavi Hernandez, and Andres Iniesta. So Pep Guardiola, this is your chance to really prove to people that yes, you can actually do it without these people. And this is also your chance to win a treble for Manchester City. This is a chance to cement your position up once and for all. So you don't need to think so much. If there is a need for changes, just do it early. Don't go and think so much. Pep Guardiola, please, we are pleading with you. Pep Guardiola, I am not a Manchester City fan, but this is one thing about Pep Guardiola that has been, worrying him for the past 5 seasons in the Champions League. He thinks so much, he do some mistakes, and when you criticize him, people will be like, yo, this is Pep Guardiola. He's not allowed, you are not allowed to criticize him. No, bro. This is football. Even the Carlo Ancelottis, the Jose Mourinho's, the so-called top coaches, Arrigo Sacchi, we criticize them. So we are allowed as a football fan to criticize Pep Guardiola as well. If we think he is not doing something right, we are allowed to criticize Pep Guardiola. So Carlo Ancelotti, I know Carlo Ancelotti is going to be reserved. Pep Guardiola and his boys will take the ball, will play the ball, will dominate the play. But Real Madrid play is about transitions. As I said last week, the play is about transitions. Real Madrid don't go in a game with a mindset of dominating the play unless they have so much quality, more than their opponents. But ideally, Real Madrid doesn't go in a game thinking about dominating the play. They think about the transitions, the transition from the defense to attack. Pa, pa, pa. Within a split of seconds, they are in your post scoring you. That is what Real Madrid does. So I expect Carlo Ancelotti to be a bit reserved. They will attack eventually, but in the early minutes of the match, they will be a little bit reserved. As you expect from Carlo Ancelotti. So yeah, that is it. Apparently, Rudiger is going to start. I don't know whether Militao will start or Alaba. I think Alaba will start. The same, probably the same lineup they used last week is going to be the same lineup they are going to use on Wednesday. So yes, that is it from Real Madrid. In this game, I think Real Madrid are a very good team. Manchester City is also a very good team. They are all good in terms of defensively, in terms of attack method. They all have the men to hurt each other. So I think this game is going to end probably 2-1 for Manchester City, or it might travel to extra time. That is what I see. Realistically, it should be 2-1 against Real Madrid. But I see an extra time in this game. It is going to travel to an extra time. That is what my heart tells me. So I think eventually Manchester City will qualify to the Champions League final for the second time in their history, and then when that happens, we'll see. In the Champions League final, we'll see. So I'm predicting Inter Milan versus Manchester City in the Champions League final. So this is your preview to the Manchester City versus Real Madrid in the Champions League semi-final second leg. We will bring you the preview on Thursday evening or probably Thursday afternoon. So subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Click on the post notification bell so that anytime we upload, you will be the first person to see it. Thank you so much for your time, and peace.